ISB MBA program, the most desired program in India and one of the highly ranked programs across the globe. But to get into ISB, there are definitely a lot of criterias, a lot of steps involved, and one of the most important, or I would say crucial steps after you give your GMAT and GRE exam is your admission essays. So ISB has a couple of essays. In this video, I'm going to specifically talk about the admission essays and how you can actually handle those essays and craft the best based on your background. So hi everyone, my name is Rohit Jha and I have a corporate experience of around 13 years and now I run my own career advisory firm, and through these videos I try to share my insights and opinions on a variety of MBA, MIM, MS programs across the globe and a lot about the career opportunities as well. So now talking about this video, I'm going to specifically talk about the two essays which ISB asks you to write, and there is an additional essay as well. So we'll do the analysis for all the three essays. Apart from that, you need a letter of recommendation and definitely the application portal that I have already explained in another video, which you can go ahead and check. So let's talk about both the essays. Now, before I start and do the analysis for essays, I'll tell you there is no standard template. Now, many people, they might ask, and they ask me also, give me a standard template, I can, craft my essay. There is no standard template for crafting these essays. You need to put your unique flavor. You might find some sample essays on internet, on a variety of websites, but those are not at all going to define your essays. You can definitely take some hints and ideas, but again, for your essay, you really have to work hard, and I'll tell you how and why. Now, talking about the first essay. So first is the leadership essay. Now, in this essay, what they're looking for is one personal quality that you possess, and that can also be a great quality to be successful as a leader in future. And they also specifically mention that do give examples from your past, from your history, from your professional, personal, anywhere. Now, that's what the uniqueness is. Of course, if you go ahead and check on internet, there are thousands of leadership skills. You can just go ahead and pick up any one and write about it and just put something from your career. That is a standard format. Many people do it. But you don't have to do this. You really have to do the reverse of this. What you need to do is just go back, list down everything, what you have done so far, your all achievements, your initiatives, your suggestions in your professional career, your highs and your lows, and then go beyond your college life, your school life, look all your awards and activities that you participated in, and try to introspect what did you learn from them. Try to write down skills from each experience. Now, if you do this exercise, let's say in your corporate journey of let's say 4 years or 5 years, you had a lot of achievements and a lot of projects. So out of all those projects, you will find some common elements in you. You will find some common qualities that actually you possess as an individual. And those qualities had given you success in the past. Now, this is the best way to judge yourself. Rather than just thinking about it that yes, I am a great leader, I like to take initiatives, I like to do that, I have this quality, I have that quality, but when it comes to explaining that thing and giving the right examples, then you have no examples because you haven't thought about it. But if you go by this way, where you first think about your experiences, get into the details, try to extract some qualities from those experiences, you will definitely find some of the common elements. Now, let's say with this exercise, I found a couple of skills which I possess. Now, I could be a resilient person, where in my previous examples, let's say in my personal life or as well as in professional life, I had the cases where I bounced back out of the adversities, I bounced back out of challenging situations, and I achieved success in that. So that could be my quality, right? That could be my personal quality, and that is a quality of a great leader also. So this is how you set up the connect. This is how you find yourself. You have to find your inner self, and this nobody can give you. No sample essays, no one can tell you this. So you have to find it out yourself. It could be anything. Don't worry about that, whether this is a leadership skill or not, that is a leadership skill or not. It could be anything. It could be you could be a very high performer, very much result oriented, you possess empathy, you have effective communication skills, you could possess any quality. But you just need to go back and think through your life, both personal, professional, your school, college, your corporate journey as well. If you do this, definitely you'll find that one quality which they are looking for, that will be the most genuine, most honest answer, and give those examples where you find that quality in all those examples. So explain that essay through that example. Talk about the quality first and just back that quality with the right examples from your own life. That's how. It's pretty simple. Don't complicate it by just going on Google first and trying to find out the leadership skills. You don't have to do that. You have to find it. It should be from your within, from your inner side. So that's what the leadership essay is all about. Now the second essay is about goals essay. Now this is a common essay which you might find, I would say, in out of 100 schools, if you see, so 99 or 95 will ask this question to you, your goals. And in the interview stage also, again they will ask you, because they just want you to be very clear what you want to do just post MBA, and accordingly you're choosing the right school. That's why they are also concerned about you, because they also want you to get placed in some of the best companies, and so that you can also be a great alumni of that particular school. Now talking about ISB, so they also look for your goals, your short-term, long-term goals, and the next part of the question is how ISB can actually help you to achieve those goals. Now talking about the first part, so first you figure out what exactly you want to do in the short term, just post MBA. Don't worry about the long-term goals. So long-term goals could be different for you. Now, for example, in the long term, I want to become an entrepreneur, or I want to become an academician, or I want to become something else, maybe an administrator. You never know. After my MBA, I apply for IAS or something else which I want to do in my life. Could be my dream, could be I want to start my social startup, something like that. So it could be anything, or I want to accelerate in my own career. So long-term goals are generally, you don't have to worry too much. You can be very honest and genuine about it, and even if you haven't figured it out, you can still mention that as well, that you're still exploring a couple of things which you believe would be the right fit for your long-term journey. Now post MBA goals are very important. You can call it short-term goals as well. Now post MBA goals should be very specific and very clear what exactly you want to do. The reason being, if you will be clear, then only even the MBA or the career services team is going to facilitate that process. They are going to help you to achieve your goals. So that's why they also look for in the beginning that you should have some sort of clarity about your MBA goals. So for example, post MBA, you are looking for maybe a career transition, complete career transition. Maybe right now you're working in manufacturing and you say that I have worked for manufacturing for a couple of years and I think I'm an expert in supply chain, and I move on to consulting where I can be a good consultant in the supply chain domain. So that could be a valid goal. You are looking for a career transition. Now on the other hand, you could pursue in the same field. Let's say you are in sales and marketing, you love sales and marketing, but you really want to move fast now in your career. So that could be the career acceleration for you, but within that domain. Maybe you can go for related industries that you can mention that. Of course, right now let's say I'm working in FMCG, so I could look for other industries as well in terms of marketing roles, and maybe mid to senior level, whatever you are targeting. So here you need to be very specific, whether you are targeting financial services, private equity, consulting, anything you are targeting, you should be clear. And one thing I'll say, you don't really have to find alignments. So a lot of students, what they try to do is, and they ask me also that, I have done sales and marketing, or let's say I have done supply chain in manufacturing. So should I write in my goals that I only want to pursue this field only? Will it look great? Because I have a better chance of getting a job. So will ISB look at me from that perspective? So see, I will say whatever you want to do, write that, and it should be backed by right justification, right skill sets, and your right clarity. That whether if you are certain that, okay, from supply chain I want to move into consulting in the supply chain domain, you should be certain that what exactly the consulting role is, what you need to do in the next 1 year, how you're going to shape your career. Because if you reach the interview stage, they're going to look for these answers from you. And if you're convincing enough, then definitely do write whatever you believe in. You don't have to please anyone, or you don't have to think that what they are going to judge you. It should be logical, it should be from what you want to do. That's the more important part. Now, when you have written this, after that, the other part is also very important, how ISB is important in your goals. Now here, see, they offer a lot of things, most of the programs. So they offer courses, they offer leadership skills, they offer workshops, international exchange programs, entrepreneurship development programs. There are so many things that these global schools they offer. But you don't have to just write everything in your essay. Maybe find out something, some critical points which you are actually looking forward to. Now, for example, you can also mention that maybe your long-term journey could be, or maybe in near future also, post your MBA, you want to become an entrepreneur. You can definitely mention about that entrepreneurship and development center at ISB and the kind of mentoring you're looking for during the MBA program. So that could be a valid reason of joining the program. Apart from that, definitely, of course, diversity and other factors are definitely there, that you're going to gain a lot of insights because of those reasons. But first, try to find out something unique if you can, and try to introspect more. The best fit, that is what best fit is, that what I am looking for and what the program is offering, you have to find the connections. So that is what the second part of the question asks for. So first talk about your goals, or maybe then talk about your ISB connection, how these goals are going to be fulfilled and how ISB will play an important part in these goals. So this is about both the essays, and this is how you should handle. Now let me just quickly talk about the third one as well. Now third one is just an additional essay. If you have any area of concern in your application, education gaps, career gaps, or low marks, anything where you think you can give the justification. Now let me give you a disclaimer here. If you say that, for example, I scored low in my college, now because obviously if you didn't study, so that's not a justification. Or maybe many people say that I was involved in a lot of extracurricular activities and all those things. Definitely that's also not a justification. If you really have something genuine, because in some cases I've seen people have gone through some maybe healthcare issues, or some really uncertain events happened in their life, those could be genuine reasons. Because of that your performance went low or went down. So then you can mention those reasons. Other than that, don't just mention just for the sake of saying it. So that's about the additional part. And yeah, so that's it for the 3 essays. Now in case you have any questions about essays, or if you need to find someone from our team, then feel free to connect. In the meantime, do like, share and comment, and take care and goodbye.